The first thing you're going to see when you sign on to LinkedIn after setting up an account and leaving the site is a request that you add contacts. Now this may or may not be beneficial, as some of your personal contacts may not be the greatest for your professional page on LinkedIn. So you'll have to kind of take this very, very seriously and consider whether it might be best to pick and choose which candidates you want to reach out to later once your LinkedIn profile is set up properly. In any event, by signing in to your mail accounts, LinkedIn will search through your contact list and invite those on your list to also connect with you on LinkedIn. We're going to bypass that for the moment, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the profile again by clicking on profile, obviously, and you can see right here that we're not really completed. 0% profile completeness. Now I don't know what it says on your page, but if it doesn't say 100%, you likely are leaving some money on the table. A quick way to get started is to import your resume, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to browse. And in browsing, you're going to have to see where your resume is. Here's the resume. So we're going to go ahead and upload it, and LinkedIn is going to scan it. And you can see that scanning it really isn't that beneficial or exact, so you're going to have to do some editing. Now I recommend when you're editing, you go ahead and you open your resume in Word so that you have it side by side with this page on LinkedIn. And you can see that I've got Word opened, and I'm going to go ahead and browse to my resume. So file open, there it is. And that way we can cut and paste what we need, and we can keep in mind what we've got in our resume while we're going through our LinkedIn profile. Now you can see here it ran a couple words together, so my title is commentator. I'm going to cut that and then paste that in, and we'll choose the industry. Now this is kind of important because how you designate the industry may determine who's going to be looking for you on LinkedIn. So let's see if there's one for news. Well, the closest thing might be newspapers. Let's see if there's broadcasting. Okay, we're going to say broadcast media. And you can see that there may be some spelling errors. Go ahead and copy everything and go into Word, New. We're going to set up a blank document, just a test, and we're going to go ahead and paste, and we're going to review it for spelling. Okay, we don't need to have that capitalized. We're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore the fragment. We're going to ignore the fragment. That's a name, so we'll ignore that. And that's okay. Alright, we've checked everything. And again, it's important to spell check. Now as we go through this, we're going to take a look at companies. This looks fine. And here he was a plumber, so let's see if there's a plumbing. Nothing for plumbers. Okay. Well, let's see if there's building. Building materials. Not quite. Let's see. Well, again, depending on what he's looking for. A plumber. Alright, let's take a look. Choose this carefully. Again, if he's going, well, we can say that it's public safety, depending on whether he wants to go into that. Let's see, no heating and air conditioning. You can also say that he is in health. It's a little bit of a stretch. Environmental services, facilities services, that looks good. Okay, and again, we're going to spell check to make sure that everything appears well. And we'll go ahead and take a look at what needs to be filled in. Let's go ahead and save our changes and take a look. Please correct the field. Okay, technician again. So let's go ahead and say facility services again. Alright, it'll guide you through anything you need to change. I'm going to save our changes. Please correct the field again. Enter a value. Now it doesn't like this because this is a made up school. So let's go Virginia Tech. And we'll go ahead and see if that works. Please correct the fields below. Alright, let's take a look again. Now again, it may take some time to get this straightened out. I believe the correction has to do with it not bringing in the resume. So let's take a look at that again. We're going to import it again. Upload, let it scan. Industry. Again, we chose facilities. And facilities again. Go ahead and save the changes. And we've got it. Alright, save your changes. Alright, it has been imported, and you can see I just went to 75% completed from 0. That's a real quick and easy way to import your resume. You will have to do some editing to see that it looks okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the page, and as you go through it, look for errors and get a second set of eyes to take a look at it. And you can see that there's some other things that we need to do. We need to add a picture, we need to add the summary, and we need to get some recommendations. And once we do that, we'll have a complete profile on LinkedIn.